AM 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 25 minutes before 11 o'clock. Gosh, the morning is going fast, huh? When I was a young dad, I had a kind of an amazing thing happen to me. My son wanted to go fishing. And so I don't know anything about fishing, but I have two nephews, and they knew everything about fishing. So I had three boys, and then our good friend Doug would come along, and so I would take them fishing. We would go over to Cedar Key, and I knew nothing. I didn't know what was good bait. I didn't know how to cast a fishing line, and you know what? The fun thing was that we did it every Sunday. I used to do a Sunday radio show, and as soon as we were done with the Sunday show, we would drive over there, we'd get a box of fried chicken or something, and oh my gosh, it was just, I have such fond memories of that. But I never caught a tuna, although I did. There's a show on National Geographic called Wicked Tuna. It's in its 7th season. Dave Marciano is on the phone. He's the captain of the fishing boat. The boat is called Hard Merchandise, is that right?
Yep, it's a legend in fishing circles, the boat itself.
And it says here that this season he's fishing with his kids, so I have something in common. He's fishing with his kids, although I don't know anything about fishing. Good morning, Dave. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you guys?
I'm good. Where are you right now?
Right now, I am in North Carolina, in Wanchese, down at the boat. And we're just wrapping up filming season 5 of Wicked Tuna Outer Banks, which is kind of the spin-off show. It's totally different than what's about to air Sunday night at 9 on National Geographic, which is season 7 of the Northern Show, the original show.
Oh, okay. And your children, Joe and Angelica, is that right? You have a boy and a girl?
Yes, sir. Yes, so I have 3 kids, actually. So it's my oldest daughter, Angelica, joined the crew this year, and my son, Joe, has always been part of our team, and our youngest daughter, Eva, is not part of the crew.
How old are they?
Angelica is 26, and Joe is 24, and Eva is 14.
Oh, okay, so these aren't children. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't realize they weren't children. Okay, so how did they become part of the show? Did they ask, "Hey, Dad, can I be part of this?"
Well, yeah. I mean, okay. Historically, my son has always been a part of the team, and usually, the audience is familiar with my nephew Jay, who has been my crew since the beginning of the show. And he was on the boat long before that. But Jay just had another chapter in his life. He got a girlfriend and 2 dogs, and he lives up in the mountains in Alaska now. There wasn't really a falling out. It was just, that seemed to be the next chapter in Jay's life.
Yeah, I understand.
He's been dating this girl, and he had an opportunity to move to Alaska with her. So he, that left an open spot in the boat, and it was my daughter Angelica. It was her idea. She said, "I'll give it a go." Now, she's my daughter. She's been fishing for fun with us as a family, like the story about you and your kid. But she's never done it for work, like me and the boy. So it's definitely was a learning experience for her and a challenge. But she certainly stepped up to that challenge.
Oh my gosh! And the memories you're making. I mean, you're giving us a way to kind of peek in on something that should be personal for the two of you, but at the same time, it's entertaining because of the way you guys do it. I mean, I think working with National Geographic might be part of the reason for that.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I'm very proud to be associated with National Geographic. After all, probably like yourself, I grew up, reading National Geographic magazine. When I was a kid, I was always interested in the world in general, right? And now to be working with them has been fabulous. And, yes, there's that part of this that is the intrusive nature of being on a TV show. You open your life up to the world.
Yeah.
But at this point, it has been very beneficial. It has been an opportunity of a lifetime.
And this season, you're coming in as the underdog against the other guys because you have to redeem whatever it was that you lost last year.
Yes, that's right. We struggled last year. There's no doubt about that. So we're really hoping to make a comeback. And, obviously I can't say who caught what because we want everybody to tune in and see. But I can say that we did have fantastic fishing back in Gloucester this season for all the boats, and this season promises to be one of those most competitive seasons yet of wicked tuna.
How long are you out on your runs for the competition?
Well, that'll vary from 12 to 24 hours to, on occasion, we're out there for several days. If that's what it takes to put a fish aboard the boat.
Wow.
So can we watch this on the website?
Well, you have the National Geographic Channel is where the show originally aired. And then other than that, I think they're on Hulu or some of the other things.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know all the details about other avenues, but we encourage everybody to tune in to the National Geographic Channel Sunday night at 9 p.m. for a special 90-minute, first episode of the season.
What was the challenge in the early relationship between yourself and a TV crew? I mean, how did that work out?
That's a great question. These people they put on the boat, these cameramen and producers, they're very professional people, right? And they certainly don't want to get in our way at all.
Right.
But at the same point, they want to capture everything we do. I mean, what I've learned working with these guys and gals, the illusion we're trying to create for the audience is that there is no cameraman, and you, the audience, is just a fly on the wall.
Yes.
Now, that's of course possible. Everybody knows there's a cameraman, but we are trying to create that illusion. So these guys are very serious about capturing all the action they possibly can, but without interfering with what we're doing, because that just wouldn't work if they were to interfere or somehow change the outcome of anything.
Right.
Do you have a sixth sense about where the tuna might be schooling, or do you also rely on...
Well, it's part information, and yes, like up until the last season when we did really poorly, I used to think I had that sixth sense, but, what I've learned, I've been tuna fishing commercially for 30 years now. So I've had some really good years and I've had some really poor years. And, last season was a prime example with these giant tuna that once you think you've got them figured, you're in a lot of trouble.
But where did the name come from, Wicked Tuna?
Well, that was all, it's funny. The original title of the show, when we all talked about it way back at the beginning, I think one of the titles, the names was Blue Gold was one of the considerations. And none of us thought, very much of that title. Myself, when I heard the title Blue Gold, I was like, it sounds like one of those foot powder commercials or something, right?
Yes.
And then, so as it developed, though, and they filmed us a little, they heard us say Wicked a few times. I guess that's kind of a regional thing up in that Boston, New England area. Wicked for us means, something's wicked good. It's really good, right?
Gotcha, yeah.
So they keyed in on that. And, again, from a production standpoint, that was what they were trying to do, is draw attention to that area of the country. Wicked, Boston, people would make that connection. They may not know where Gloucester is, but if you can say Boston, Mass., people understand that. We'll key in on that location.
And you also survived a shipwreck where your boat sank.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. That was, January 13th, 2003 at 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. That was the last time I jumped in the ocean. Because it was January, it was 5 degrees out, and even though we had exposure suits on, when you get in the ocean and you're 20 miles offshore because you're forced to because the boat sank, you can feel the devil come right up and bite you in the butt, so to speak. And I told myself on that day I would never jump in the ocean again, and I've stuck to it.
The new season of National Geographic's hit series Wicked Tuna kicks off with an extended 90-minute episode on Sunday, this coming Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 Central, and check it out. I've never seen it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Dave Marciano, thank you for being on the show with us today, and be safe out there.
All right. Thank you very much for having me.
And
Have a great day, guys.
Thank you for what you do, because I love tuna. All right, we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629